The Dutch are certainly an enterprising bunch, and you have no doubt heard of some of these famous Dutch brands that are known internationally, including Heineken and Philips, the electronic manufacturer, and the airlines KLM and Amstel, which is another brewery. And I wanted to tell you about my 5 favorite brands that are Dutch, and they're not as well known as those that I've just mentioned, but they do mean a lot to me. They're not in any particular order, but I will begin by talking about the Bijenkorf, which is a marvelous department store, a chain of department stores here in the Netherlands. Their flagship store in particular, which is on the Dam Square in Amsterdam, is well worth a visit. It was founded in 1870 and was originally selling yarn and ribbons, and they have expanded considerably since then. If you go to this grand building on the Dam Square, the Bijenkorf as it stands now, as you enter you will find many high-end shops from Cartier to Gucci to Fendi to Prada. And as you go through the many floors of the department store, you will of course discover the usual fare: men's clothing and shoes, women's clothing and shoes, clothing for children, even home furnishings, and on the top floor, a very nice restaurant. So that's the Bijenkorf, which, by the way, in English means beehive. The next business on my list is Catawiki. I don't know if you've heard of Catawiki, but it is an online auction company, and I am an avid collector of art and antiques, and so I have purchased many paintings, especially Dutch paintings, from Catawiki. And it's quite exciting because it is an auction format, so you can browse around, and at a particular time the auction will close and you can place bids in the moment. And I've done this many times, and I can feel my heart rate rising when I'm in the process of bidding, and it's quite a rush when you are the high bidder and are ultimately the lucky recipient of a unique item. So in addition to the paintings that I've purchased, I've also been a successful bidder on some interesting historic Dutch artifacts, including a stained glass window which was from the Spaarnekerk, which was on the Spaarne River and sadly destroyed in 1989. The glass is from the 1890s when the church was originally built. And in addition, I purchased a little barometer which was from a small shop here in Haarlem, and that is proudly displayed at the entrance of my benedenwoning. Another Dutch brand website that I really enjoy is Whoppah. And on that website you will see that they sell second-hand designer furniture. And I've seen a whole range of things on there, everything from an Eames lounge chair and ottoman, to a Wassily chair, to a Philips Stark lamp. Whatever your interests may be along those lines, I think you will find it on Whoppah, so it is well worth a look. The next Dutch brand on my list is Jopen, and they brew beers and are located here in Haarlem. They were founded in 1994 in honor of the 750th anniversary of Haarlem, which obtained its city rights in 1245. And at the time of founding this company, Jopen researched the archives here in Haarlem in search of a beer recipe. And they found one, if you can imagine, from 1501, which contained hops. And so in honor of that recipe, they brewed a special Hoppen beer, which they launched in 1994 to kick off the fabulous brand of Jopen. And by the way, if you ever are in Haarlem, you could visit the Jopenkerk, which is a former church which has been converted by Jopen to a brewery and restaurant and grand cafe. And it is well worth a visit. It's quite lively, and of course it's a great place to get something to eat and have a beer. The last Dutch brand on my list, but certainly not the least, is the Green Soap Company. And it has a special place in my heart because they're located right here in Haarlem. And among other things, they manufacture the Marcel's Green Soap, which you will find in most grocery stores here in the Netherlands. And it's a product that I can recommend. I've used both their hand soap as well as their shower gel, and it comes in a variety of delicious aromas. And what's nice about those products is that they are sustainable. They are 100% vegan and bottled in 100% recycled bottles. So go for that. And I am going to conclude this video with just a call out to my Dutch subscribers and viewers. If there are other Dutch brands that I have overlooked, I certainly have not covered all of them, I know, in a short list of 5. I'd be curious to know what Dutch brands you enjoy and what you recommend. So let me know in the comments, and thank you again for listening, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care.